Thanatology is the study of death and grief. Thanatos is the Greek word for death. It sounds like it would be a depressing thing, but it's really not. The thing is, what I cover, what do you do, what do you say when clients are going through the toughest times of their lives, when there's been a death, a divorce, a difficult transition, nobody knows what to do and what to say. We're not taught. So we pick up what everybody else does and we just perpetuate the mistakes. I teach people what they need to say, what they need to do, what their clients wish they would say and do, so that they really build a good relationship. So it's not just business. Because if they walk clients through the toughest times of their lives, you've got a client for life. First of all, do go. There's no substitute for personal presence. It is so important to be there if you can. Sometimes it's not practical. The beneficiaries might be in another state. But be there if you can. And then people get very concerned about what they can say. It actually isn't nearly as important what you say as that you ask good questions and you really, really listen to the answers. It isn't as important that they know you're sorry. That's actually not one of the best things to say, is I'm so sorry, or you have my sympathy. Those are not the best things to say. What if instead of coming in and just saying, oh, I'm so sorry, you have my sympathy, what if you came in and said, you know, these gatherings are always kind of uncomfortable and awkward, but I came because I care about you. And one thing I want you to know is that the memory I'm going to carry away with me for the rest of my life about Jim was that big infectious smile. Man, that guy knew how to make people happy. I saw it all the time. He'd walk in a room, he'd start smiling, pretty soon everybody's smiling. Oh, what a memory. In fact, you know, I think I'm gonna consciously try to start smiling more, just so I can carry on Jim's legacy. We live in a society that denies death and pain and aging and disability. We never talk about it. Parents will talk about toilet training all day, but how many parents will share their experience of having had a miscarriage or a stillbirth? How many parents share their experience of having a special needs child? How many families, if someone in the family has died by suicide, how many people feel like they can even say that word? There's so much stigma, so much taboo around situations of death and divorce and transition that we're just not taught, and that's what makes it uncomfortable. We're awkward because we don't know. Once you know, once you're trained, once you are confident that you can walk in and really help people, not just financially, but as people, that you can walk in and really make a difference, then it's not awkward anymore. Then it's life-giving, then it's positive, then it's just a little way that you're helping make the world a better place. Throughout the industry, the impression people have is that the reason widowed women leave their advisor or their agent, and they do, 70% of them switch within 3 years after a husband's death, people think it's because it's a kind of a male-centric world traditionally, and people don't build the relationship with the wife. I would like to propose an alternate theory that even if you don't have a relationship with them, if they come in after there's been a death or a divorce and they're amazed because you're not like everybody else, you know what to do, you know what to say, they feel like a person, not a number in a portfolio, why would they switch? They're going to stay with you. On the other hand, even if you have a good relationship, if they come in and it's awkward and it's uncomfortable and you're just like everybody else and there's this big white elephant in the room and nobody knows what to do, then why would they stay with you? Especially if they meet another professional who does make them feel comfortable, who does know what to do, who does know what to say. So even more important than having a good relationship with both members of the couple before there's a tragedy in the family is how good you are at grief support. If you walk people through the toughest times of their lives, you've got a client for life.